My name is Sylvester Israel, and welcome to my channel. Basically, on this channel, what I'll be doing is I'll be teaching us different tips, tricks, hacks, and the website design arena. But today's video, what I'll be doing in my today's video is very simple. I'll be teaching us on how to install WordPress locally on our PC. A lot of person out there don't know that you can actually install WordPress locally on your PC. A lot of persons thinks that you have to install WordPress online before you can make use of WordPress to design your website. But today I'll be showing us how to do that. So with that being said, let us go to my PC. So I'll show us how that can be done.
Yes, the first thing you need to do in order to install WordPress on your PC, you have to install XAMPP server. There's what we call XAMPP server. What does XAMPP server do? XAMPP server is where you are going to upload your. It's a server that actually hosts your WordPress website. So without the XAMPP server, your WordPress cannot run on your PC locally. So the first thing we need to do, we have to download XAMPP server. So I will go ahead and click on XAMPP. For XAMPP, as you can see, it's already showing us XAMPP. So already showing us XAMPP. So you click on XAMPP, you can see it. Then next you have to do, you click on the first installer here, which is the XAMPP installer and downloads for Apache and friends. You click it. So that is done. Then the next thing you have to do here is you click on XAMPP for Windows, because I am using Windows. If you are using Linux, you are using a Mac OS, you can do that too. You can click it. You have the different links to do that. Yes, to click on any of your choice in which you feel like downloading. So I myself, I'll be downloading Windows right now. So you can see it started downloading, but I'm going to pause the download and actually cancel the download also. And this is because I already have XAMPP installed on my PC. So once the XAMPP has successfully downloaded in your PC, the next thing you need to do is to come and click on the installer. So which my own installer is right on my desktop, right? You can see it, XAMPP. You click it. So when you click on the installer, it comes up. You click on yes. Then most times you get a particular pop-up which you feel it's an error, but most times it's not an error. Once you want to install the XAMPP, so you just a little okay. You see Bitnami, it shows you. Yeah, this is pop-up. So don't worry when you get this in your Windows. Just click on OK to continue. So, but for me, I won't be installing XAMPP on my PC, and this reason being that I already have XAMPP installed on my PC. So next thing I do, I'll cancel this installation. But you feel free. It's a very straightforward way installing XAMPP. It's no rocket science installing XAMPP on your PC. It's very flexible. So after doing that, come to your search here and search for XAMPP. You can see even without me even typing much, I already got XAMPP. So next thing I want you to do, run XAMPP as an administrator. So what you do on Windows, you right click on that and run it as administrator. Reason being that we are trying to install this on our PC so that we don't have to always start up the XAMPP control panel anytime we want to work with our WordPress website, or anytime we boot up our PC, we have to start XAMPP then before we start the normal process of building our website. So first thing we need to do now is to install these services into our PC. So when you click it, you can see click yes to install Apache service. Yes, you can see it's installed. Then next one, click yes to install MySQL service. You can see it's installed. So once you install this, then you start the services, start because these are the tools we'll be needing for our WordPress website. Please take note of what I'm doing. So you can just cancel this. We are done. So anytime you reboot your system or you switch off your PC and on it again, you don't have to come to search, look for XAMPP and Now if I come here now and look for XAMPP and click on even though let me just click XAMPP normally, you can see XAMPP is already running, and this is because of I've already done that earlier installation. But if I've not done that, I'll have to now come here, because now where you see stop, you see start there. I'll have to click start to start again. But with that installed already, you don't have all those don't have to start doing all those gimmick of starting when you are when you just boot up your system. With that being said, let us move to the next stage of how this works. So the next thing we need to do, we've successfully installed XAMPP server. Okay, what next? Yes, next thing we have to do now is to install what? WordPress. Yes, WordPress. A lot of person thinks that WordPress is just installed online, but it's a lie. You can install WordPress not just online, but you can install WordPress offline also. So just stay with me and see what I'm doing. Next thing we need to do here is to come here and click on look for WordPress. WordPress, yes, WordPress. Click on WordPress. You can see it's going. But what I will do here, I myself, I will scroll down, see the WordPress you are going to install here. Don't You are going to come here, see the normal WordPress.org. You see, you can see it. So what you do here, just click on this WordPress here. Click on this WordPress. You can see it, WordPress. And what is it telling you? It's telling you to get WordPress. So you can see. When you want to download WordPress, always take note of the URL for downloading. See, it's wordpress.org, not wordpress.com. It's wordpress.org. So the next thing we have to do now is, you can see it here. This is the latest version of WordPress. We click on download. Then WordPress start downloading on our PC. But I myself, I won't be, I will pause my or cancel my, because WordPress is already installed on my PC. That is why I'm going to do that. The next thing I have to do is I cancel, and this is my WordPress. So the WordPress you download, we download as a zip file. Next, you have to extract that WordPress. For me, I'm going to extract this WordPress. I'm going to open and click on Windows Explorer. That's what I use in doing my extraction. For simplicity's sake, I click on this and click on copy. That is done. I go to my desktop. I paste it here. Installing. I can see my WordPress I've extracted my WordPress to my desktop. So the next thing I have to do is to click on the WordPress I actually extracted. So I will click it, or I click on that so I can rename it, because I want to rename it to whatever I want my website folder to be. In the sense that if I don't do this like that, I will have to extract a lot of WordPress for every new project I want to build, and I don't want every project to have the same name. So the next thing I will do, or instead of extracting, we can just open it. You can open everything here instead of extracting, or let's go back to rename it. So I rename it to anything I want to. I can get my own seat. Okay, I give my own it. So what next will we do? So earlier we actually installed XAMPP. So I'm going to click this, click on copy, and next thing we need to we come here, go to this PC. Under this PC, we'll go to localhost. Under localhost, we'll go to XAMPP. Under XAMPP, we'll go to htdocs. Hope you are following the process. Inside this htdocs, that is where we are going to paste our WordPress folder. You can see the folder I renamed just now. I'm going to paste it inside this HD doc. So you go to this PC, go to your local disk, go to XAMPP. Inside XAMPP, you go to HD docs and actually paste this inside the HD docs. So you can see I finished copying my WordPress of file to the folder into the HD docs, and you can see this is it. Yes, this is the folder. So what next will I do? Next thing I will do, which is the next step. Next step, what we need to do next now is to go to our browser, then click on a new tab and write localhost slash php my admin. And see localhost slash php my admin. Then click it. No. Localhost, yes, slash php my admin. So we allow it to load, which is this our local server now is loading, which is the XAMPP server. So why we have to create a database for this installation before we start the installation. So we have to create a database. That is why we have to go to this local slash php admin. So now it's loading now. And once it opens, yes, it's open. Next we need to do is to click on new here. Please take note, new. Then we write the name of the database. I want to give my own name of my own database it, which is the name of my site, it. So created, database created successfully. So after creating this database, what next do we need to do? The next thing we need to do is to come to a new tab. And you remember the name I gave my WordPress folder was it, which was IT. Then what you have to do is just to write localhost. Localhost stand for because no, it's a local server. That's why we are always using this localhost. So next we have to do is localhost slash IT. It's click on. You see, our local host is trying to load the WordPress um, folder so we can start the installation. It's still opening. So just let us give it time for it to load and open for us. So you can see next he asked me English. You can see how very easy it is. It said English. I click on continue. The next thing it asks me database name, database username, database password, and then database host. See, welcome to WordPress. Before getting started, we need some information on the database you will need on the database. You will need to know the following items before proceeding, which is this database name, database username, password, database host, the table prefix if you want to run more than one WordPress in a single database. So that with all that said, let's go. Then I have that I'll click on let's go. What next are we going to do? First thing we are going to do is database name. Yes, database name. But my database name is not WordPress, which I did not give my database name WordPress. I gave my database name it's IT. Remember this. Let me take you back. This is database. Yeah, IT. So the next thing I will do is to database username. So most times all XAMPP server, the database which is the PHP admin, the MySQL database comes with a unique database username which is root. I did not set a password, so I'll keep this empty. Then our database host is localhost normally. I click on submit. You can see it all right, Sparky. You've made it through this part of the installation. WordPress can now communicate with your database. If you are ready, time now to you see run installation. Wow, so I can just give it my site name now. Site title, I can give it um Sylvester. I can give it Sylvester. I can give the username anything I like. Okay, I can give the username of, let me just leave it on admin for now, admin. And the password, I'm going to use this strong password. Surely, I'm going to keep my strong password. Strong password. I'll copy it, and the next thing I'm going to do, I'll go and for somewhere to paste this. I just paste my here. I'll paste my here. Okay. So next thing I will do is to come here. I'll put an email address. So I can just put Stallone offer. Okay. Please kindly remember this email because anytime you lose your password, an email will be sent to this email for you to reset your password. So always remember to keep this to use a valid email when filling this. So for me, I'm going to use one of my emails which is valid. So I just give it okay, Bri. So I'll give an application of .com. So we are installing WordPress right now. It's loading, it's loading, it's loading, it's loading, it's loading. Yes, you can see success. WordPress has been installed. Thank you and enjoy. Very simple. Click on login, which is the next thing to do. Then what we do here, username. Remember our username just now. What was our username? Our username was admin. If you can remember, yes, our username was admin. Admin. No, was it admin? Yes, admin. And password was our strong password, which we copied. So I'll pick up my strong password here, which I copied. This is the strong password which I copied. Yeah, that is strong password which I copied. I click on login. Yeah. We've done that. We've installed WordPress. You can see very, very simple. There's no headache when doing that. It's very, very simple. So I can actually come here, click here, and log out from. Yes, hooray! We are done. Yes, that is it. Anytime you want to visit your WordPress dashboard, it's very easy. Just come to what you just need to do, just come to local slash the name of the folder slash wp-admin. You can see wp-admin. Click it. Then you come here, admin, and I'll put my password, my strong password. On login. Yes, you see, very, very easy. So if we want to visit our main WordPress website, it's also very easy. And how do we do that? Just come here. You see the name of the local slash that folder name. Click on it. You can see it. Investor, which was what I wrote earlier, and everything is done. Thank you for watching this wonderful tutorial. Yeah, see you next time with more nice tutorials.
Thanks for watching that tutorial, and I hope you loved the tutorial you just watched. If you want to get more tutorial like that, please kindly click on the notification button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel so I can get more of good stuff I'll be dropping. Thanks, and see you next time.